Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fair catch called for and made. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you drop back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen in the Crimson Tide D-line in recent years.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw here on second down. It's complete on the right side. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back.
Oh, he got me.
Still running at the 40. And he's running in the open. Touchdown time. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They feed him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, but we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He gets a block. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes that Alabama offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you're getting a little bit of rhythm. It's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Georgia Tech 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Fair catch, called for and made. Rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Long incompletions, okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. Looking to throw it again. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like who
throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. The give to the back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Off the play fake on first down. Using the quick game. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They'll run it from the gun. He's able to find his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had. Forget the kick, he wants to throw it. Unleashes one. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking left. Finds a man by himself. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
On second down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Feeling some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. Might want to stick with kicking this time after misfiring on the last fake. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how...
All kinds of running room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Right on target this time. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking to throw for it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown time.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Got his man quickly. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. A new set of downs after the completion.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Takes a hit as he fires. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
Caught over the middle. It's Beard. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the stomping has commenced. On to attempt to try.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the 0 at the 37.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
He caught it. Touchdown, Bama. And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just He's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback.
He's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
And now the offense just said, oh, you don't think he's going to run it? You're not going to account for him? I'll do that. Great job taking advantage of the numbers. When you're an offense and you have a quarterback that can do this occasionally, it just puts that little bit of doubt in my head, makes me play it a little bit more on defense.
And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it, takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job of his fundamental.
How about this? They go empty 5 wide on 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right now.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself. That's a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Time to take a shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Stayed behind his pads, kept finding the space. He got 9 on the play. It'll be 4th and 2. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Steps away. On the run, fires downfield. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The handoff to Johnson. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period.
Of the 3rd quarter, with the score, Alabama 56, Georgia Tech 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Wide open downfield. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Back open in the middle. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle it.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Now on 2nd down. They want that clock to run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And when it's 3rd and this long, a lot of times you sit back, play soft coverage. No, sir. I'm bringing the blitz. You can tell they fold the offense. The defense gets home with the blitz, gets the big sack.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Runs through the tackle. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They'll give it to Johnson. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Let's go. Here's the give off the left side. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Makes his connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're trying to get to it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all.
The expressway is wide open. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party line. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To the air on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
One more play to pad the stats. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's going to pass. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the